Okay, so you know your campaign's in trouble when you've got to resort back to Charlottesville. So I've got two stories for you tonight, somewhat related. The first is at Yahoo News via Fox News. Second at Newsweek. So over the weekend, Snopes, the website Snopes, debunked these claims made by the Biden administration that Trump is pro-Nazi. Remember, he called these people, or he said there was fine people on both sides after this Charlottesville debacle. I always get that, Charlottesville and Charlotte. Charlotte, North Carolina, Charlottesville. There's also, I think, a Charlottesville, Virginia, West Virginia. See, I'm getting confused here. Y'all gotta stop copying each other's cities' names. So at any rate, as I said, story at Yahoo News via Fox News. And Snopes came out over the weekend and they debunked these claims made by Biden. And then went back and they checked the record. Now, Trump since has come out and said that this was a lie, this was a hoax being promoted by Democrats. Well, of course, because it's all political. It's all about power. That's all it's about. It's about power. It's not about the American way, justice and equality. It's about power for your political party. Can we be honest for once here? Or is that too much to ask? I mean, at least Trump's willing to tell you how it is. So, Trump campaign National Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt spoke with Fox News Digital on Sunday. And this is what she said in response to all this. Quote, the Charlottesville lie was another hoax perpetrated by the corrupt Democrats and the mouthpieces in the fake news media. Just like the Hunter Biden laptop, the Russian collusion scandal, and so many others, on an attempt to smear President Trump. Joe Biden's campaign must end any advertising that pushes this lie because President Trump has once again been proven right. And I've gone back and I've checked the record. Never once did Trump say he was pro-Nazi. Yes, he did say there were fine people on both sides. But he also said, and they say in this article here, Snopes also backs this up. He also said that there was no room for bigotry or that type of violence in the United States. Snopes detailing in its fact check, they go fast check and everything. In its fact check, that Trump was clear he was not calling neo-Nazis fine people when he made the comment at a press conference that year. Snopes went on to say, well, Trump did say there were very fine people on both sides. He also specifically noted that he was not talking about neo-Nazis and white supremacists and said they should be condemned totally. Therefore, we have rated this claim false, according to Snopes. So that's at Yahoo News via Fox News. And you know Biden's going to try to run with this as long as he can, hoping he can win the election here. But let's be honest. It's all about your party winning because you want to win. You want the power. Not because, as I said, of justice or equality or the American way or the soul of our nation. Which brings me to the other story at Newsweek. The soul of our nation. I love whenever anybody says we're in this for the soul of our nation, you know they're full of crap. No, you're in it to win it for yourself, okay? So according to Newsweek, you've heard of this Texas Secession movement. And a while back, I made the prediction that if Biden gets elected, there's a good possibility that Texas is going to try to secede. Secede. It's secede and succeed. A lot of people get those terms confused, or they misquote them or mispronounce them, as I just did. So if you're out there making a YouTube video, don't take advice from me, okay? By the way, thank you for watching, subscribing, being a part of this thing called the Culture Confederacy. As you know, I love doing this channel. There are no pretty boy camera angles or fancy graphics, no epic soundtracks. It's you, me, my smartphone, the news of the day, as we are on this crusade to preserve great art, music, history, and culture. Because if you tear it all down, you're not going to have anything left. Nothing to talk about, nothing to write about. And let's face it, we don't live in a vacuum. We don't live in a vacuum. So everything connected, or everything's connected rather, somehow, some way. Even from 100 years ago, 200 years ago, we're still debating what they were debating in the 1790s. How much power should the federal government have versus the states? That's an ongoing debate. Hasn't changed. So you have this Texas nationalist movement known as TNM. And according to its president, Daniel Miller, who made this claim on his podcast, I think it was on Facebook. He has a show on Facebook. Let me look at the name of the show here. It's called something like Late Night Coffee Talk, something like that. And this was broadcast June 19th. And he said that there are 5 other states who are floating this idea of secession that he's in coordination with here. So they have what he calls a quote-unquote interface. Now, the states in question include California, New Hampshire, Alaska, Florida, and Louisiana. And the Texas Republican Party has included support for an independence referendum in its 2024 legislative priorities and platform document. Now, this, of course, in response to Biden's handling of the border, education. So things have really revved up here over the past couple of months, given this issue with illegal immigration and with how the government's handling education right now. So according to a YouGov survey about this, 24% of the people in Florida and 23% of the people in Louisiana said that they would support their state seceding and becoming an independent country. And according to a Newsweek poll, 23% of Texans were in favor of secession, 67% opposed, or just wanted Texas to remain in the United States, and 10% were unsure. So how's this all tied together? Well, why were people at Charlottesville? People were at Charlottesville because they were protesting this Confederate statue. And why did the Confederates secede? Well, it wasn't necessarily because of slavery. And I've gone back and I've read all the secession documents, gone back to the Articles of Confederation, read the CSA Constitution. How many people have actually sat down and read the CSA Constitution? Now, am I saying here that the CSA was perfect? No. Just as the United States isn't perfect. No nation on earth is perfect. Every nation is flawed. But they were trying to return back to the Articles of Confederation, trying to return back to the principles of the original 13 colonies, doing what our founders did in 1776, which was secede from a tyrannical government, from an overbearing central power, the monarch. That's what we did in 1776. It was secession. It lays it right out in the Declaration of Independence. So I thought I'd share this with you tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Thank you for letting me stumble and bumble my way through this. And as always, thanks again for watching, subscribing. As I said, I wouldn't be here without you guys. That's the honest to God truth. And I am just really honored and humbled to be able to do these videos and have this channel here on YouTube, have this platform. And who knows where this will take me. Oh, I accidentally hit my laptop here. But hey, as I said, bare bones. We just do it as it comes, right? And I think that's the best way to handle this channel. Best way to reach my audience is just be real with you. And you like that. So it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time. God bless this thing called the United States. A lot to say tonight. A lot to cover. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow when I post something tomorrow. But you know how we do it here. This is where the past crashes with the present. As I said, no pretty boy camera angles, epic soundtracks, or fancy graphics. You, me, my smartphone, and this mission to preserve great music, history, art, and culture. Catch you next time.